Okay, send out the countdown clock. And here we go.
66.
59.
58.
57.
56.
55.
54.
53.
52. 51.
50.
49.
48.
47.
46.
45.
44.
43.
42.
41.
40. 39.
38.
37.
36.
35.
34.
33.
32.
31. 30 seconds.
29.
28.
27.
26.
25.
24. 23.
22.
21.
20.
19.
18.
17.
16.
15.
14.
13.
12.
11.
10.
9.
8.
7. 6.
5.
4.
3.
2. 1.
Wow. Oh my gosh, what a new intro.
That kind of rocked. That kind of rocked.
That was incredible. Thank you. Oh my gosh, love it. I was so excited when I first saw that.
I know. Collaboration is fun. It is a great intro.
It really is. So before we kind of really jump into this, let me say hi to everybody and kind of explain what we're going to be doing from now on. And we talked about this last night on Salty's show, which was a fantastic show, by the way. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. I think it was one of the most interesting and organic shows we've ever done, isn't it?
Yeah, I lost myself in moments. It was kind of like playing in a musical instrument, you know. Not that I'm saying I'm the best thing ever, because I'm not. But it was everybody on the panel. It's just, I love this crew that we work with. You, of course, Purple, Maxfield Von Priestley, Kyle, and we were talking about some great things. And I love doing my show and I love my channel. So you know, it wouldn't be possible without the talent of you and my panelists, and I am so grateful.
Oh, you're welcome. And the amazing chat that we had, they were on fire. And speaking of chat, let's see who we've got with us today. We have got Sultan Al-Fahim, great to see you. We've got Shield Wall of Dragons, great to see you as well. Jake and Ironside, he says the countdown is awesome. It certainly is. I could not agree more. We have got That That Shouldn't Be. Good afternoon. Great to see you. We've got Daniel. Hey, Daniel. He says, ooh, new logo. Yes. New stream, new intro. Very excited, as you can probably tell. Let's see who we've got. We've got JG Sound. Great to see you. We've got Psychodwarf 9. Hello, love. We've got Keely Chow. Roll Tide, Keely. Let's see who else we've got. We've got the lovely Gun Bunny. Hello, sweetheart. We've got Zachariah as well. Great to see you guys. I think that was everybody so far. But if I've missed anybody, my apologies. And hello to Nerdporial Lifeform. Great to see you guys. Thank you. As you can probably tell, we're really excited about this. We've been kind of talking and we love doing the live streams, but we thought we would try something a little bit different. So something to kind of occupy our hands as well as talk. And obviously, as you can see today, we're going to be doing a build stream. So Salty, what have you got for us?
I have got all kinds of trouble because that's how I am. I wanted to build a pirate ship that I talked about last night, but the paints and brushes that I ordered to do the detailing of the parts did not arrive. And so I have this wonderful kit, and you and I talked about it, but this is, you and I were looking at things that we could build, and I saw this, and this is not something I normally do. But this was just so cool, I had to get it. And the price was really reasonable. I'll drop the link in chat. And again, I'm not making any money. I'm not sponsored off anybody. But look at this. This is a crazy cool model. So
it really is.
This is made by LOZ Mini. And this is a Street Mini. And it's the 2 of 2. easy block. We'll see how easy this block thing is. But yeah. I mean, I wanted to get Legos, but we talked about this, Purple Valkyrie.
Mhm.
You're gonna drop a couple $100 for
Oh yes.
Legos, and I'm not saying they're worth it. I'm just saying I'm not gonna drop a couple $100 on Legos. So.
At least not yet, but this gives us a chance to kind of check out Lego adjacent, as we kind of called it last night, and to kind of give our views and reviews on the products as well that we come across.
Yeah. So mine, it says it is appropriate for age 6, so I might be able to figure it out. It has almost 800 pieces, and it is from the series of Street Minis. And if this one is cool, I'm going to build more of these because they're pretty sweet. Am I making a ninja cat house? Maybe. It's actually, if you check it out, you can see it is a ramen restaurant, and you can see there's a sake bottle, and if you look over there, you can see the ramen bowls and the Shiba Inu, and yeah. What do you have? Go ahead.
He said, I thought Purple had pretzel snacks. No, this is just the my build. So to give you an idea of how tiny these are. But what I am building is, let's see if I can get this.
Yes,
this is what I've got. So it's a mini building block. It is a Triceratops, because guys, you know I love dinosaurs. And this was actually picked up whilst I was away in the US, and we just kind of came across all of these little kits, and they do probably several dozen of them, I think. But this was the one that kind of spoke to me. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's got 418 pieces. It does come with instructions, which I'm going to be going through, and I did start it just to give myself something to kind of base it off, and to give myself a little bit of a head start. But I'm really looking forward to doing this.
I am too. No, and when we were in the same store, I picked up a woolly mammoth version of that, and I'm going to build that for another chill stream. But of course, I have to jump into the deep end with this madness. So let's go ahead and hit that jukebox, and let's see what's in here. So oh my God, look at all these tiny little parts. And yes, if you hear squeaking, that's me with my chair. That's what happens. Look at all this stuff. Jesus. I'm going to lose half these parts. Sorry.
Since you mentioned the little place that we bought them from, I would like to give the lady and the shop a shout out. So if I put this into... So this is where we were. This is in Serendipity. It was a really fantastic little coffee shop. The lady who ran the place was absolutely lovely. She was a joy to talk to. The coffee was delicious. We were there for about probably half an hour, 40 minutes, just kind of hanging out and having breakfast.
It was more like an hour with you looking. It was more like an hour. Yeah.
But it was a really, really nice place. We just kind of stumbled across it, and it was lovely to get to chat with her.
The coffee is outstanding. Great little shop, Serendipity. And does it say the name of the town? Because I forget. It's really close to the New Mexico border in far south Colorado. So
it is. It's Walsenburg.
Ah, yes, Walsenburg. So that's what we're building, boys and girls. That's what we're going for. So yeah. So what is it? Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, I think the one thing that we've both found is we probably do need bigger desks to do this. So it's going to be a bit of a work in progress. Hence the reason I've got the blocks in the little saucer so I can get at them easily. But even then, I've got overspill onto the table.
Yeah, I mean, I need a bigger desk, but I also, and I joke about this, need adult supervision, and I just like, oh look, there's something cool on Amazon. I think I'll get it. And I haven't done that for a while, but this is the first of many kits that I ordered, because we talked about this when we talked about it with Maxfield Von Priestley last night as well, and Kyle and Zach's. Just how much when we were younger we loved building things and doing a physical, tangible thing that exists. Especially, Jesus, this looks complicated. Oh my God. God.
Ages 7 and up, but yes.
Jesus, these instructions look. I mean, they're like, this is 4 feet. Look at this. What the hell am I doing? Holy God, look at this. This is nuts. I don't know how Az does, and look, it's on the other side too.
Yes,
This is
I've
crazy.
seen the books that they use, and it is a literal book that they have to go through page by page. But yeah, supposedly these are a little bit simpler, which is probably just as well for me. But,
Yeah,
yes.
simple. Okay, all right. Oh wow, now I have to find pieces. Jesus, all right.
Prophet
So
says
it
I'm
was-
getting flashbacks to building stuff with my kids on Christmas morning. Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I did a poll last night too on the show, asking people what kind of models they wanted me to build and potentially us to build. Because what we're going to do is we're going to share this stream across our channels and potentially other people's channels as well. Which is why
Yes.
we're going to have essentially the same type of branding to a certain degree, but it's just so that if we decide to pick this project up again on my channel, we can, or if we want to go on Max's channel or somebody else's channel and they want to build, it's just something that, you know, we can have this parity, you know? So
Yes, absolutely, and it's something that we really do like the idea of, and kind of just kind of branching out a little bit and doing something that's fun, because we love to talk pop culture, obviously, but it's also good to kind of have a little bit of a palate cleanser. I think is the best way to put it, and just to do something with our hands whilst we chat.
yeah. The other thing, there was an article that I didn't get to on the show last night, and if it's okay with you, Purple, let me. This may shock everyone. I have 10 million windows opening, but it came from it came from Deadline, and look at that! Look at all the pop-ups. I hate you. Yeah. So what it was talking about is. What it was talking, I know how to live stream. What it was talking about was how that Thor: Love and Thunder was. It's pretty much going to be it now. Like that's it for the big movies coming out this year, and so they're making excuses for a lot of movies out there that nobody asked for.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to put it. So it's very weird to kind of preemptively say that nobody's going to watch these films when they're not even due out yet.
Yeah, they're making excuses for things that obviously they showed to test audiences, and they're not going to do well. But, you know, the next big movie to come out, it looks like, is from DC and New Line, Black Adam, on October 21st. Actually, they're going to, the release date. Let me see. So there's a big pile of big studio fare amassing at post-production VFX houses, so video effects houses, which is causing a bottleneck for some of these, what they like to call big tentpole movies. So there's not going to be any big releases over Labor Day through mid-October. Now that's unlike the past last year, September and October, which had a combined gross of just under $1 billion from The Legend of Shang-Chi, No Time to Die. Okay, let's just stop right there. Those were not box office successes. So, but when you look at this, you had to add all of these movies up to get to $1 billion, you know? And then there's Dune. Now, Dune is a great movie, but it didn't do it wasn't, I would say, it didn't cross $1 billion mark, did it? It did all right.
I don't think so. I mean, that was one of the films that I was surprised by, because I actually really enjoyed it, and this is coming from someone who is not a massive Dune fan, I've got to admit, but I was pleasantly surprised by it.
Yeah. So this article is essentially keeps using the word pandemic, and I am over it, and I don't, let's just say I don't hold with that assessment of things, but it is just wild. It is just wild that really the only thing that's out there is Black Adam, but apparently they're remaking Stephen King's Salem Lot.
Yes, they are, and that, if I remember correctly, has actually been pushed back again.
Yep. It's been pushed back to April of next year. Now, why you would release a Halloween horror movie in April, I don't know. I just, to
be fair, they don't seem to be very good at this at the moment, because we talked about that film that you covered, and we saw the trailer for Bros, which you would think would have been a shoo-in for June because of it's LGBT month and it's Pride month, but that's coming out September, I think, for you, and October for us.
Yeah. So the next big movie star movie is Brad Pitt's Bullet Train. Now they showed that during, I believe, Batman, the trailer for during Batman, then again during unfortunately the multiverse of mediocrity when I saw that in the theater. I have no interest in watching that Bullet Train movie. I don't, and it's not because I'm a curmudgeon, although that's probably part of it. It's just like I've seen this story before. And let's be really honest, I think that Asian cinema does Asian cinema better than Americans doing Asian cinema,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And we talked about remakes as well, that I think it was last week actually when we were talking horror movies, and we were talking, there are a few that have translated well, but on the whole, Asian cinema does Asian cinema very well, and Western cinema does the same.
Yeah. They don't make this fine. I foolishly thought, Purple, that they would put the parts in the same bag together if it was like a phase of building. And
this one, they put them all in the same bag, and I'm having to kind of trail through. So
I'm like, if I'm missing, how the hell could I miss something? I have like 80 million freaking tiny little pieces here. Jesus. But anyway,
that shouldn't be said. He did a video on that. They have high standards to live up to the 1970s version of Salem's Lot. It was one of the greatest of all time horror movies. I think so. I really like Salem's Lot. I like the book. I like the film that they did.
Yeah. So what this article is really doing is, and why I brought it up, is it's providing cover for the movies that no one asked for, that are changing history to a certain degree, or really weird, like that Billy Eichner's gay romantic comedy. They're saying that if a movie makes $20 to $30 million in an opening, that's really how we should judge a movie is successful after the summer. Now, I think they're smoking crack, because these are big budget movies, and these include The Woman King. And of course, The Woman King is about, not King Valkyrie, but I would say it's contentious and completely ignores the history of what happened in Africa with the slave trade, including that tribe that it represents, which was responsible for a great deal of selling human beings in Africa to other human beings. Now, that movie's going to come out on September 16th. I don't know who asked for that movie, but then there's a movie, Don't Worry, Darling. Again, looks like trash, in my opinion. And then, of course, this Billy Eichner gay romantic comedy, the one it wasn't gay. It was literally the most woke, unfunny crap I've ever seen in my life. But this really is the kind of spin. This is all spin. This is all narrative, saying that making $20 to $30 million in the box office when there are no new movies out is a success. So, I don't know. Deadline is exactly what we think it is. It is a trash tier site, and
But it is curious that, as you say, that they are kind of coming up with excuses already for why these films are going to fail. It's not that they're going to kind of take a step back and look at what the audiences actually want, because we know what the audiences actually want, because we know what has been successful since the cinemas reopened.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science, or it really shouldn't be.
I would agree. And I'm sorry, I'm struggling. Oh, look, I'm looking at the wrong screen here. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm struggling with this because it's, of course, everything is upside down. But yeah, so what it's telling me is I need to have this piece. I found it. And then it's telling me I need to have this. So I'm guessing I have to put, okay. Yeah, I can redirect. So I have to do all this little crap to make. Oh, wow. I miss model cars, guys. Can I just say that? I just want to build like a fighter plane or something like that.
Yes. Yeah. I'm putting little pieces together because the way that they've got these set up, they're all kind of stacked on one on top of each other. So I'm just building up a leg at a time to add to the main model.
I am so in trouble with this, you guys. This is nuts. I thought they would like categorize or put pieces related to stages of build in places and they really didn't. So, or maybe they did and I'm just developmentally challenged. All right. No, they didn't. Wow. This is kind of crazy. It doesn't tell me what phase it is. Sorry.
And Brandon's right. He says we just want stuff that doesn't suck. Exactly. Yeah. We
Well,
really
that makes us bigots.
Apparently so. Yes. Yeah. What the hell do we know? We're just the customer at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, somebody figured out that if you give the customer what they want in a quality product and don't call them an ist or a faux, that you can make like $1 million in 24 hours.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I made the joke last night.
So well done.
I made the joke last night, but it's not a joke, talking about ESG scores. And that's why, in my opinion, our entertainment is the way that it is. But look at what ESG scores are doing to companies. Look at the entertainment. We keep saying, look at Disney stock, look at Netflix stock. But you can look at countries and see what following ESG scores is done. And in the case of Sri Lanka, they had the best ESG score, or the second ESG score, out of the entire world. I think they had like a 98.6 or a 96.8 score. Well, look what just happened in Sri Lanka. They went bankrupt. They don't have any food. They don't have any gas. And they just overthrew their president. So, spoiler alert for what comes next. No. I'm so screwed. I don't know how to do this. I just want to build like a fighter plane. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a salty Texas wine. I'm whining. Yes, I am.
What was the results for the poll that we did yesterday? Because that was actually really interesting.
Yeah. So it was 74% of the people said they want a fantasy. They would love to watch us build fantasy and horror related models or kits. So we were looking ahead of time and we're like, instead of us just forcing what we want to build on people, let's give people some ideas of some things that we'd like to build. And so you and I were looking at these classic models from the 60s, like the Werewolf and Frankenstein and Dracula.
Yes,
and like,
the Aurora monster. Yeah, models. Yes.
I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait to do that. All right.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this. Assuming I can get together with this Triceratops. What I might do would probably be the smarter thing is to just get all the pieces that I need for each section and stop messing around. But
I can't do this. I literally can't. Maybe there's another word. I will give this to one of my channel members because this is making me nuts. And I don't walk away from a lot of things, but this was, look, this is, there's no organization for this. What the hell am I, seriously?
It's like building a car. It
said for 6-year-olds. What? Who the hell is going to give a 6-year-old something like this? Just what? What a 6-year-old's going to do with this? Best case scenario is he shoves it all the way up his nose, and then you got to go to the doctor and have it removed. The worst case scenario is you need to have another kid. Let's be honest. I know. I really want to do my pirate thing, but Jim the Vikings to stay on target. I'll stay on target. I'll sweep this into a Ziploc bag, send it back to Amazon, and say, it's not 6. I don't know. I think you might have to be 26 in order to build this. Between 26 and 36. Let's just say that.
Prophet says Easton can do it.
Who can do it? Oh, I'm sure he can. Like I said, but Easton's what? I don't know, 12? Yeah, I'll see, Steve, I'll send this to your son. It's really cool and everything, but I'm just, I don't know, I'm a simple man. I like pirates. This was such a good idea, but it's I can't find all these little effing parts. It's just madness to me.
I think this is going to be one to kind of start in when you're watching a film or something, and then kind of come back to it on a stream and kind of put a few pieces together. TZ said, "Purple, did you change your time after your return to the Texas meetup? Do you mean the times that I stream?" A little bit. Basically, there's kind of a lot going on behind the scenes at the moment. So I'm doing lots of videos, but there's a lot with kind of real life going on. But I still want to do as many streams as possible. So whilst I probably won't do them at 10 a.m. the way I used to, we will still give you plenty of notice when a stream's going to be up and ready, if possible. But don't worry, guys. We're still going to do lots of live streams, lots of hanging out together.
Yeah, you had talked about doing an evening live stream or an afternoon live stream on Saturdays, just because. Oh God, I shouldn't have done this. Yeah. You guys, I'm going to admit when I'm beat, and I'm going to tell you this. And I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm secure in my masculinity. This is a beautiful kit. It really, really is. If you have a 6-year-old, this is nothing you want to put in their hands, because they will, best case scenario, you go to the doctor. Worst case scenario, you go to the other place where, and it's a beautiful kit. But if you have an immense amount of free space, unlike my work desk, and you don't mind working with tiny, tiny, tiny little parts. Oh, here we go. Tiny, tiny little parts that have, that's a little cap, and you have all the time in the world, which I don't today. This will be for you, and I will be giving this away simply because I love it, but I can't build stuff like this. I just can't. Like, my brain isn't built like this. Like, I need to have things sorted and then to do it, and I don't have the space to do it. So I'm going to be right back, and we're going to start working on the pirate ship, and
Yes.
I will be right back.
Awesome, thank you. And yeah, Prophet, absolutely. This is why Legos are so expensive. The instructions are really good. These instructions are fine. Me being me, I didn't actually get the pieces out that I needed, but that's what I'm going to do now as we talk. But before I do, let me say a huge thank you to Jim the Viking, who sent us a member stream. And thank you, Daniel, for that. I appreciate it. Jim says, you were getting me so much in the mood for starting a really random thing that I picked up at the charity shop. It's a combination of Lego and Warhammer.
Whoa! All right, my interest has been piqued, and I'm sure that of Maxfield Von Priestley as well. We talked about that Warhammer stuff last night, and yes, these are my Ziploc bags from HEB. Love me some HEB.
That is cool.
Yeah. Wow. This is just, yeah. This is part of the reason we wanted to do this, because I go big on things, and you know that, Purple Valkyrie, for just hanging out with me for a week. But, if I see something I like, I'm like, well, I'll buy them all. It'll work itself out. But in this case, one of our strategies was to evaluate who these model kits would be appropriate for. And I think this is a great kit. I don't think you should let anybody touch this that's not maybe over the age of 12 or maybe 10. I don't know. When we were kids, we knew enough not to swallow Legos or stick them up places. And but these are so tiny.
Depends on how much patience you have with these sort of things as well, I think. So
what are you saying? What are you saying? Are you saying that I'm impatient? You're probably right. I have no tolerance for this. I don't. I have no tolerance. Oh, look, there's another tiny little, tiny, look at that.
Look at that. Whatever that is.
Yeah. And, I'm secure in my manhood, but yeah, I will be giving this away. Oh, look, a little tiny pink umbrella.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Ezra Miller
I like
needs
the
that.
accessories. That is really cool.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Gumbunny says Shockwave and she had to stop building Legos when we ran out of room to put them.
I was going to say when she ran out of money. Yeah, I can see that. Where do you think Az puts all of his models, Purple Valkyrie? I mean, does he just store them away, or that dude has so many great models.
He does. I believe he displays them, the ones that are built. But I would have to ask. But yeah, he has some incredible ones that he's built, and I think he's just finished the Lego Batmobile, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
that
that's what he
pretty
was
awesome.
working on. That's what he was working on. But yes, I will be giving this model away. And again, part of these streams are you don't know what the quality of this works. So I'm going to be honest with you. The quality of this kit is great. It is great. This is not chintzy. It's not cheap. The details on the individual pieces are fantastic. It's just that I, as someone who grew up with Legos, I just don't want to work with a kit this small. But much like we saw with Prophet of the Dragon, if you have someone that's a tween or a teen, this will probably be right up their alley. Also, if you have plenty of room and plenty of space, this is the kit for you. But there it is, as you guys can see. It is freaking awesome. But part of these build streams are to evaluate, you know, do I want to buy more of these kits? So let's get to what I really wanted to do. And
Okay, that is awesome.
there we go. This is a puzzle from Cubic Fun called the 3D Puzzle Flying Dutchman. And what is really wild about this is that it has an LED package that allows you to, as you see there, it lights up the green jeweled portholes, which are all ghost and monster faces on these legendary pirate ships.
So cool.
So this is what I wanted to do, and I'm going to build it and paint it later. Normally, I like to paint things and then put a finish on them, get clear coat, and put them together because I think it's easier to work with the brush. But the detail on this is pretty fantastic, and I am pretty stoked about this. So yeah, let's do this.
It really is. And just before we carry on, let me say a huge thank you to Daniel. He sends us $5 super chat. Thank you. He says, I commend Purple for her clean working space. So thank you. It's literally this big. Level-headedness, good attitude, and organized demeanor. Thank you. Such a great builder. Salty, he's also there.
Yeah, I also participated. That's what it is. Also ran. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have a big workspace, and I wasn't going to do this on my dining room table. But so this is again the Cubic model, Cubic Fun, and it is called the 3D Puzzle of the Flying Dutchman. It's from the Pirate Ship series, and I actually got this as well as the Black Pearl, and
it's incredible.
I
Jim says, Salty, I've got the exact same thing, and he's 90% complete.
That's really Jim said that, dude. See, I mean, right? You know, this wasn't exactly what I expected. I thought it was going to be. I think it's paper, not plastic, but that's okay. It really is kind of a cool model, and it's a really good price point. As you can see, it's got this LED power kit so that you can run the green LEDs in there. It also has some plastic accessories for the sparring and other parts and holding it together. But yeah, this is it's actually the instruction book for this is pretty darn nice, you guys. I gotta tell you, I really like the size of this, how big it is. And it comes with some pretty cool tools. This is paper. It is sort of laminated cardboard, which I would have loved if this would have been a hard plastic. But like I said, we both have more model kits coming, but we wanted to see what you guys were into. I love pirates. Like, look at this. This is freaking
Pirates
sweet.
are pretty awesome, to be fair. Absolutely.
Oh, look at that.
I just give a shout out to Retro Nerd Girl. Great to see you, lovely. Hope you're having a good day. And Jim says you're going to need a lot of space for the Flying Dutchman. It gets very big at the end.
I like big pirate ships, and I cannot lie. The instructions so far on this look pretty good. It's large size. The pictures are very easy to understand, and they correspond very nicely with the parts here. And you know, me being who I am, you know, I'm not 12 anymore, but having this kind of organization, and look at all the parts, there's a lot of detail to this bad boy and structure. I gotta tell you, this is light years ahead of the soul destroying this thing, which is beautiful, it's just not for me. So yeah.
It is, and sadly, having seen the way that one's packaged, although I really do like the idea of getting the, we saw like a sakura tree that was like a tree house.
Yeah.
I thought it was really pretty, but I've got a sneaking suspicion it's going to be complicated, like the one that Salty just had. So maybe I'll lay off getting that one for the time being and work on something else.
Well, you and I talked about that. It's like we were both so excited to buy all the same kind of kits in different variations.
Oh, yes.
And we're like, let's wait. Let's try these things out before we recommit. And I'm so glad we did.
Ourselves. Yeah, exactly.
I'm so glad. Hey, what's going on with your dinosaur? What do you think about it? How's it going?
I think it's going to be a bit of a trial and error because these instructions are actually terrible. So what probably is going to have to happen if I bring them over, you see this part here, basically lists which you need. So what I'm going to do is get all of the parts together and then just kind of go by eye, because the way that they've done it really isn't the best. So I think it's going to be, it'll look great when it's finally put together, but I think it's going to be a little bit more complicated and it's not as kid friendly. But to be fair, these are a couple of the bigger kits that we had. Some of them only had about 200 pieces, so they weren't as complicated. But I can't say no to dinosaurs.
I know. And this is fascinating because, again, this is laminate cardboard. And it could be a little more dense, but the numbering system is very clear. And I mean, I wish it was hard plastic because I thought I was going to paint this, but I can't paint it because it is paper. But this is really well done. Now, there also appears to be some dressings with some other type of paper. So this is fascinating. This is really wild. This is not what I expected. But then again, I don't read instructions before I buy things. So this is why I needed supervision. But yeah. This is, again, part of why we wanted to do it was to test these things out for you and see what you guys think. And Jim the Viking wasn't wrong. I need a second desk. I really do.
Yes. So were these the sort of kits that you grew up kind of putting together? So it was more the kind of not Lego, but like ships and cars and things. Is that?
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of the Revel and Tester model kits. I used to love to build semis, like the old Peterbilts. I used to love to build hot rods, like especially the ones they had the tricked out hot rods with like the engines that were shown like in the Model Ts and Model As. I love doing those. I also love to build World War II aircraft carriers, battleships, bombers. I used to love to do all those things. One of my fondest memories is, I think it was in 1982 or 1984, was sitting in my room upstairs blasting Bryan Adams on vinyl while building this totally awesome, like, Peterbilt cab over truck. And it was, the 80s were a simpler time. We only had two genders and,
and good music.
Yeah. We had great music. I don't even know what's on the radio anymore. I think the last time I turned the radio on, I was listening to the one of the stations in Spanish here. You and I were listening to it. It was fun. It was really good music.
It was great. The one thing that I don't do anymore is watch the news, though, and I used to do that a lot. But I haven't watched it in probably 4 years, I would say.
Well, you can get lied to just by watching what's on Amazon and Netflix. You don't need to.
You don't need to add to it.
Yeah. So, again, part of why we wanted to do this was to show you how it is to work with models like this. And Jim the Viking just built this, but you can see, again, you need to be careful if you're going to get this pirate kit, because this is just laminated plastic. And the last thing you want to do with something like this is to tear it. But I got to tell you, the die cutting on this is precise. They did this is really good for what it is.
Yes, it seems to be coming out really easily.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this. So there's 19. All right, so that's 19. So those two go together. Interesting. Once again, I don't follow directions very well. But Let's see, what pieces are those? So that's 11 and 12. God, you weren't kidding, Jim. This is, you need like an acre to do this stuff.
We're going to have the camera hanging from the ceiling and just put the stuff out on the floor. It will just be easier.
Yeah. Just go outside, do it outside in 106-degree heat on my driveway, because that's what it's been like in Texas for a while.
I'll give it some authentic weathering. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll have some authentic weathering. It's called heat stroke. But you know, this again, for being laminated paper, it's actually it's pretty good structure. It really is a puzzle and not a model. But this is it's easy to work with. It's being forgiving. You know, just take your time taking things out. But you know, I could see doing this maybe with a family member. I wouldn't say anyone under the age of 12 probably, but I could see doing this as a family and making stuff like this, or, you know, with your girlfriend or boyfriend or husband, or if you're Hunter Biden, the prostitutes you've hired. But yeah, I mean, it's totally
all the important people in your life, exactly.
Did I say that? I'm sorry. Yeah.
I found something kind of weird. I don't know if you guys can see this piece that I've got, but it's actually got a chunk missing from it. So I don't know whether it's supposed to look like that or whether it's a defect. But I'm going to put this to one side because I can't find a piece that corresponds to it. So I'm thinking that maybe this one is actually defective.
Wow. All right, so I'm doing my first two pieces together, and I have piece 11 and 10. And yes, it's upside down because my camera I normally live stream with, I bent all the way down here and destroyed my studio. But I do have a second camera I'm going to be setting up, as well as a desk overhead mount camera. But those things did not arrive yet today. So, you know, you take one for the team. If Purple Valkyrie asks you to work with her, you say yes, ma'am. So here we go.
We make it work, don't we?
Yes, we do. So look at this. I'm feeling an immense sense of satisfaction by fitting two pieces of paper together. There we go.
Jim says, Salty, we have to have a show off once you're completed.
Oh, yes.
I would love to see it. Yeah, Jim, if you've got pictures, please put them up on Twitter. And TC said, Purple, how can you work with long fingernails? I've had long fingernails for probably since I was about 15. So I'm kind of used to it now. If I cut them, I miss. And we've got a MVP in the house.
Hey! What's up, dude? Hey, Max. Yeah, this is the pirate ship that I thought was going to be plastic, but it's like laminated paper. It's cool. But you know, cool. And I don't know if you watched me wash out on this thing. As long as Max is here, this is something that is really cool. But boy, way too many tiny pieces, bro. So yeah, I've evaluated one kit, and now I'm building my pirate ship. So
yes, and we're not going to stick to one particular type, like you said. We're going to try these Lego-esque kits. We're going to do the kits like Salty has. There's going to be more kind of art streams, so I'll be using clay and just kind of making stuff. We've got model kits to put together. We've got the kind of painting kits similar to what Max does. So we're going to kind of really cover as many things as possible to see what we enjoy doing, and two, what you guys like.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't built a model since probably the late mid 80s, and I bought a couple things that were they're not fantasy, they're science fiction. I bought them just because I wanted to build them, and one of them is a Ford Bronco kit from the 1970s, and then one of them is an International and AMC truck. You guys might remember those if you were a 70s or an 80s kid, and I can't wait to do those. Those are just fantastic. Look at that. So this kit is, I mean, again, it's easy to work with. You don't need any other tools. If something's hung up, you can use the handy dandy little paper poker there. So,
looks like a credit card.
It's true. I think I'll ring up $1,000 worth of Legos on it. Let's see if that works.
And Max says, "Oh no, that Japanese ramen house looks so fun, but I totally get the impossible tiny pieces." Yes,
Yeah.
very tiny, and these are as well. But I'm determined to get this finished, so I'm going to do a few more bits to the legs. Like I say, I'm kind of building the legs individually before I put them together, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. But yeah, these instructions are not great, and the one piece that I'm looking for I can't find, or at least I can find only one of, which is like this here.
Are you going to have to come back to America so that we can drive to Colorado again and trade out kits, Purple Valkyrie? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, I'm going to take this piece back and ask for a redo.
I think you should ask Chad if you should come back and
I found it. There it is.
Oh, you did? All right.
Got it. There we
There
go.
you
Now
go.
we're cooking. Now we're cooking. All right, we've got these two pieces stuck together, which I need as well. See, that's the other problem. I'm having to pry these little pieces apart because a lot of them are kind of, obviously they've been in a box, they've been in transit, they've clipped themselves together. So trying to get like a fingernail between them to break them apart to use them.
I know I've said it before, and this is laminated heavy gauge cardboard or paperboard, for the lack of a better word, but the precision in the cutting on this is remarkable. I mean, look at the detail. Like, this is some small cuts. This stuff comes out cleanly. There's no dangling chads or hanging whatever, or, you know, this is a great, this is a well done kit. I mean, the finish of the quality of this stuff is really good. It really is. So let's see.
There we go. Put that one on there.
Oh, okay. I can't follow directions. Apparently we're starting something new now. Okay. Imagine that. Salty can't follow directions. When have I heard that? My entire life. Maybe I don't want to follow your directions. Maybe I got a better idea. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, there's no shortage of these. I think there's, what, about 20 of these, like, big sheets of paper that you take things out of?
Do they give you extras, or are they all the same?
I hope not. I only have this many to do. It's okay. No, I mean, I mean, again, it's all precision machine cut, and you know, the biggest thing I think would say, which I didn't do, which is to keep your sheets in numeric order. That's it. And all right, so that's 8 and 9. So I need 8, 9, and 7. Yeah. What do you want to do for your next kit, Purple?
I think I'm going to do a painting because I've got some little kind of guys that look. I don't think they're official, but they look like skeleton riders on skeleton horses, and I've started those. So what I think I will do is continue. But I found his eyes. I don't know if you can see those in my hand, but
Good God, yeah. I don't have the size of hands or the patience for that, but God bless you, Purple Valkyrie. Wow.
But I still like it, and he's slowly coming together. We've got his feet together. We're going to build up the legs, and then I can work on the body, which I will probably do separately, to be honest, before I slot it onto the legs in case there's a mistake. But if I pull him into, that is what he will look like eventually, if you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
But I just thought it was really cute.
He is really cute. Remember when you
and this says for ages 7 and up as well, so we've got some really smart 7-year-olds out there.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't, but I don't know about those little parts. I don't know. I mean, when I was 7, I don't know. I was 7 during the 80s, and that was a different time. I think I had to drive my dad home drunk from a bar by the time I was 7. But it built character, you know?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Boy, yeah, I need better organizational skills with this stuff. I'm learning a lot right now. I'm learning a lot about opportunities for improvement for myself. I'll just say that.
Gumbunny says Shockwave put a lot of 3D wooden models together. He did a drum set and a few other things. That's really cool. And hello to Paul Cook, good to see you. Hello to Project Storytime. And hello to Paul Red Cookster 71. Hey there.
Hey,
Welcome,
everybody.
guys. Having a good day.
You should put up a poll and ask people what after this they want us to do, because they told me they want me to build fantasy models, and I'll tell everybody here. I'll tell everybody here. I think what I'm going to do, I've got a pretty good sized OG original Star Trek Enterprise. It's a big 2 foot. Like it's a big Enterprise. And it is a recast of the original one from the 60s, but it is not 1,000:1 scale. It is I think the 500 or the 250, but it is a big Enterprise, an OG Enterprise. So I think I'm going to do that one next. But yeah, I don't want to screw that one up. So I can't seem to find, that's probably why I can't find it, because it's under my book. Awesome.
The gigantic book, yes.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, this is easy to work with. I can't wait to put the LED lights in it. And Jim, you'll have to find me on Twitter or just send me an email picture of yours, because I really can't wait to see other people build stuff like this too. It's just really cool and really fun.
Okay, Jim says tagged in a tweet about the Flying Dutchman. Thank you, Jim. We'll check that out and retweet. Thank you. And Daniel, yes, cuteness is a major component of building dinosaurs. It is, at least for me. I am a simple woman when it comes to dinosaurs. I like them cute. What can I say?
I know, that was a really good woo episode that we did, just talking about dinosaurs.
It was, and we've got a lot more woo-woo to come as well, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, more ideas than time. But doing something like this, it's good for the soul. I mean, it feels really good. I'm on my lunch break from work doing this because I wanted to not tell people what I actually thought of them. And I figured this at work. So I figured this would help me keep my job by building some models.
So it's therapeutic, is what you're saying, basically.
Yeah. I mean, again, the build quality on this, this is paper. Look at the precision laser cut. It just comes right out. So don't be afraid of this kit, guys. And I wish I was making some kickback money from this, but I'm not. I'm honestly evaluating it. And I don't know. This is fun. This is interesting. I think this would be a fun thing to do, especially over the winter. Things like that. It's a chill thing, and it's well put together. It's really well labeled as far as telling which parts go where.
Yes, I can see putting this together, as like a couple or as a family over drinks and just music playing in the background. Yeah.
Totally.
Oh yes.
Totally. So I've got to do 9, 8, 7, and then I need apparently 34. But I need to make sure 34 is going the right way, because I've gotten smoked on that before. But let's see. So then, yeah, this is this kit is fairly forgiving if you're a little ham-fisted, and I'm a little ham-fisted, so that works out for me. But it is interesting to see, because you really are building what is within sailing ships and pirate ships at the time. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be it on paper if I have to tell everybody that, but it's really kind of cool and fun to put these things together.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it lit up. I think that's going to be really cool.
Me too. It's going to go behind me in the studio, that's for sure. So let's see, that goes like that. It is really, the directions on this are exceptional. And again, after having directions that weren't very good, it makes such a difference. It really does. And not only that, but the quality of the parts and the size of it, And, but yeah, this is cool stuff. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty darn cool, right? Ooh, now we're gonna have a breakthrough thing where I've got to put these two things together
Mm-hmm.
And so, all right, here we go. Look at this major progress, you guys. Holy cow. Yeah, I think this is the...
It's pretty darn cool.
hold on.
It's
All
the
right.
same, but those are the same. Put those up there.
Oh, look at that. There we go. It's starting to look like a ship, all right.
Holy crap, look at that.
I know, right?
Daniel says he used to build dinosaurs that were just bones. The kit was flat tan wooden pieces that slotted
Yes.
together.
Yep.
I used to do those as well. Yes, I
Yep.
think I had a T-Rex, if I remember correctly.
Everybody loves T-Rexes, right?
Yeah.
So check this out. I feel
Look
so
at that.
satisfied just from doing this. Can I be honest with you? I think I'm a rock
Let me make that
yeah.
solo so people can see.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I think I'm a rock star. Look at this. And yeah, this but there's apparently we're gonna make some big jumps in progress, because you take what I just built, which is right here, and then I've got to put these together, and I'm essentially going to have stem to stern built, and then we just start building the ship out itself. So this is a really great model, guys. It really is. So what do I do next?
This looks really cool. So I might look to see if I can find something, probably not a ship because I'm not into ships, but if I can find something that pops out and puts together, that looks pretty cool. Jim says, Salty, you should check out the tweet before committing to the build. It gets very big.
Oh, I know. I read it actually gets to be almost 2 feet wide by 2 feet tall, which is why I wanted it, because I wanted it to go behind me, and that's behind me. That's where this is my studio, but I want to have it in the back because I want to show this stuff off. And I know it's just a paper thing, but you know what? We need to celebrate the small things and the small victories, because every day they want to. I don't know. It's all right to be kind of a nerd and a geek, and we've had so many people telling us that the things we like as nerds and geeks need to be changed or reimagined, or hashtag bullshit woke term, and it's like, you know what, kiss my ass. I just want to build my stuff and watch my stuff. So
exactly, which is pretty much all we did growing up anyway.
Before.
That's kind of that's what it was like. That's what people do. That's what I would like to get back to.
Yeah, it's just funny that the same tactics of shaming and othering, if you're a nerd, they're doing again, but they're using woke ways of... I don't like the word bullying, because bullying actually builds character. There's only one solution to the bully. That's to hit the bully right in the mouth. And you get a beating from it, that's okay, because that bully will think twice at least. I don't know, I'm old school. But yeah, they're bullying us in our fandoms, and we got people telling us this is the sexuality of these characters. We've all heard this stuff endlessly. It's the same points, but you know what? This is still our fandom, and they only win if we tell them they win. If we just tell them to go F themselves and stop funding them, eventually maybe they'll move on to something else,
Yes, and we've talked about gatekeeping, and in the past I used to think it was a bad idea, but now I say, if that's what it takes to protect what you love, gatekeep the hell out of it.
Yeah, they're not fans. They're just the vanguard of the revolution, as they like to call themselves, or a bunch of entitled rich kids who don't want to work for a living and need to adjust to real life. But there I go, being exclusionary and judgmental. Oh, look at Max. Paul Cook, go ahead.
Thank you. Big thank you to Paul Cook, and good afternoon, or good evening, nearly. He says, I'm like Max, I build and paint Warhammer, but mainly Middle-earth miniatures. That is cool. My Smaug is my best model. It was £350 and took 4 weeks to build and paint. Wow. I would love to see a picture of that, you guys. And is it the Smaug from the Peter Jackson movies, or is it the Smaug from the Rankin Bass movie? Because, not that I want to call that Smaug cartoony, but it was within an animated show.
And I remember as a kid, that dragon, and I was 7, and it was the 70s, and yeah, everybody can harsh on me, but it was terrifying. It was pretty freaking terrifying at the time. No one had ever seen this before. You know, I didn't know what the hell Lord of the Rings was. You know, I was just hanging out at my grandparents' house, and it came on, and there you go. It's a freaking awesome movie.
It really was. I'd love to see that. If you're on Twitter, please tag us or follow us, and we'll follow back, because I would love to see more of what you guys have as well. I think this could be huge.
I agree.
Hello to Silverlock. Good to see you.
Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, I was going to say part of us doing this is the maiden voyage. And yes, I'm using gendered language. But because we didn't want to.
We had a maiden voyage last night as well on your show, didn't we? That was interesting.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, we had a maiden. Yeah, and we get to see Gladriel's nipples. Yay, Pain and Decay. True story. But yeah. What the hell was I saying? What we wanted to do was see how you guys responded, what you wanted to talk about. And now we know, before we do the show, we should put out requests for people to send us pictures of their models and what they're working on, and we can cover them in our stream. And I'm really looking forward to that, you guys. I really am.
Absolutely. And Prophet of the Dragon says you can get a Middle-earth mini Balrog. That is cool. And Paul Cook, again, thank you, honey. He says, I will post a pic on Twitter for both of you. Yes, please. I love the idea of this. Psychodorf says, question for you two. Do you want me to send pics of my older War Machine stuff? Heck yes. I'd love to see that.
Hell to the yes, man. I mean, everybody, again, you know, we might not get to them today, but the next show, we'll compile them. I think we'll probably do the next one on my channel, and we'll bounce back and forth. And
yes, I'm gonna kind of wind down this one, because I know Salty is a busy man, and we've got other stuff to do. But before we do, I will give you guys the results of the poll that we put up. So in the lead we have, with 44%, we've got a model kit, so that's similar to what Salty is building, and I would also class things like the Universal Monsters kits that I'm going to build as well. So that seems to be the one that people want to see next. Then we've got a block building, and after that we have a painting stream. So thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Oh, this is so gratifying. Look at this. Once you start figuring out how to work, once you figure out how to do this, and I'm making sure that I didn't screw this up. Okay, I didn't. This is very gratifying. Look at me. Yeah, this is very gratifying.
Is definitely very therapeutic, isn't it? I've got to admit. And even this, I'm slowly putting together his legs, so I'm trying to figure out the different colours. So we've got light tan, we've got a dark brown, which is intermersed as well, and then we've got the cream colour as well for the detail. So I think this is really cute. So I'm going to work on it before the next stream as well. And even if I don't work on it for the next build stream, I'll show you the progress to let you guys see what's going on.
Check it out. This is my stem to stern. I've got the baseline built out of the pirate ship. And I'm hoping that's right side up. When you work upside down and with a mirrored camera, you really have no idea what the hell's going on.
It's weird, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
everything's flipped and back to front and upside down.
So all that is one page of work. And it wasn't hard to do. The paper, again, this heavyweight, this is heavyweight paper, and it's laminated, and it is a pretty good thickness, but it's easy to work with. It's forgiving. Removing the laser cut is it's better than models. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you're pulling the plastic pieces off of sort of the skeleton, I have no issues with anything dangling or anything like that. It looks sharp. And I can't wait to build more of this thing. Yeah, it looks like it gets only more complex from here because you start wiring in the LED kit that lights up the windows for it. So, but so far, I got to tell you, this is enjoyable. I'm relaxed. I'm not stressing about tiny little ass pieces of things like that other kit, which I will be giving away. Yeah, and I'm such a professional. I only hit my camera twice, but yeah, this is cool. This is a great kit, but it's just not for somebody with my temperament. We'll just say that. So, yeah.
So would this be for one of your channel members, or is this going to be like
Yes.
a random draw? Yes.
Yes, I actually owe somebody a favor, and I'm not going to name them here, and I will be sending it to them. So, but the next time we do this, I think we should probably have like a raffle of things, like if we don't want to build them. Not that we want to send you guys bad stuff, but maybe it's just not our thing, or it's too small, or you have a kid that maybe would want to work on these things. But yeah.
Absolutely, and great to see you, DJ Ronnie G. And just before we wrap up for today, let me say a massive thank you to, if it'll grab it, there we go, Ian So Forth. Good evening, good to see you. He sends us a £10 super chat. Thank you, honey. He says, at least the dino has feet now, slightly less extinct. Absolutely, yes, he has feet.
Oh, Purple. You have the patience of a saint. You really do. I would be
the tenacity of a terrier. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you saw how long I lasted with that other kid. I'm like, nope. Life's too damn short. So I'm really glad I did this.
I want my Triceratops, damn it. So I'm going to persevere with this.
Yeah. Maybe you could send it to Prophet of the Dragon's son, Easton, and he can build it like in 10 minutes and ship it back.
Yes, yeah, he'll just like snap his fingers and there it will be.
Absolutely.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for joining us today, and most of all, thank you to Salty for suggesting this, because this was his idea, guys. We love doing streams, you know that. We love doing live streams and getting to hang out with you, but to add an extra dimension and to do something with our hands, and as he said, this is kind of therapeutic. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Like I said before we really got started, I have so much gratitude for everybody who's in chat. We have a lot of people that are in your fandom and part of my channel members, or watch my streams, Max's streams, Kyle's, Prophet of the Dragon, Nerdporial. It's this kind of cool little group of loosely affiliated people, and we all have different likes and interests and things that are our fandom. But it's just kind of nice to be chill and hang out, This was a lot of fun, Purple. So thank you for wanting to do this with me.
Well, thank you, and I can't wait to work with other people as well. I know Max is excited, Prophet of the Dragon is, and anybody else who wants to do it with us, just hit us up on Twitter or send us an email and we'll make it happen. So thank you, guys. And we've also got from Manimal665.
Oh, hail!
Hello, love. He says, damn it, I'm late. Take this, Lucre, and Salty, get a haircut, you filthy hippie.
Oh, that coming from Man of War is ironic. And I know that his hair is still longer than mine, although mine is growing really fast. My hair hasn't been this long since probably the early 90s, guys. It's a little trippy because I actually flipped my hair last night. I got a lot of grief during the live stream, but it's because it's 105 degrees here. And it's hot. It's hot in an office with lights, but my girlfriend wants me to keep my hair long, so I got to do that. So there you go.
Indeed. So, guys, and TZ Burton says you have Viking hair. There you go.
It's true, and I have an axe in the garage too. Yeah. Although let's give credit where credit is due. Maxfield Von Priestley and Purple Valkyrie are the Vikings here. I'm just I'm Viking adjacent. That's what I'm.
It sounds more of a pirate, I think. We were talking about that last night as well, weren't we?
Yeah. I'm more like a vault dweller. You know what I mean? I'm prepared for that. Yeah.
All right, guys, what we will do, we will wrap it up here, but I will do a little bit more to this. I will post it and take a picture and show you next time. And I'm really looking forward to doing another stream. I think this is a fantastic idea. It's very relaxing, and it is so good to see everybody. So let me say a huge thank you to Salty for doing this and for bringing this brilliant idea to life. Thank you to everybody in the chat today. You guys were awesome, as always. And thank you to everybody who sent super chats and member chats as well. You guys are amazing. Salty, have you got anything coming up before we let go?
Yeah, apparently tonight I'm going to be helping out Floral from Under a Rock. Tonight, he's still got to get back to me. So if anybody knows him, throw a rock at Floral from Under a Rock because he needed some help because he's having a bunch of guests on his show. So I might be backstage helping produce. Tomorrow night, obviously, our very own Zach7 Kyle is going to be doing a show related to buddy movies, and I can't wait to be part of that. I think I might be doing something on Friday with Nerdtorial. I don't remember. I think you have a show on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And
Correct.
then,
Yep.
And I'm probably also going to set up a build stream because, believe it or not, guys, this is a lot of fun, and it really is good for the soul. So I'm going to be doing more of this and talking about pop culture at the same time. So thank you for doing this with me, Purple. You're awesome.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, so guys, I will be back later on this evening as well. I'm going to be joining Clobbering Times for a little bit. We will be back on Friday for a stream as well at the usual time, which is 10 a.m. Central, and then we also have a Saturday evening chill stream, as Salty said. So lots more to come this week, but I will let you guys know obviously when it's happening. But thank you to everybody who joined today. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you to everyone who hit the poll as well. It really is a massive help for us. So I guess what we will say is have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will see you guys again very, very soon. Take care, guys.
Have a good one. It's almost Friday.